Hello everyone, back again with another movie recap. In this video, I'll be recapping a horror film that came out in 2025, titled Black Phone 2. Before we get to the storyline, I would like to wish everyone a beautiful and happy day. Without further ado, let's get straight to the storyline. The story begins in October 1982, 4 years after the terrifying events caused by Finney Blake and the Grabber. Finney thought it was over, that the nightmare had ended, but for his sister, Gwen, it's just beginning. Gwen starts having disturbing dreams, visions of murders that took place decades earlier, in 1957 at Alpine Lake Camp. In one dream, she even receives a call from her mother, Hope, who, at that time, was experiencing the same terrifying visions. Something about this connection feels wrong, and Gwen knows it. Determined to uncover the truth, Gwen convinces Finney and Ernesto, the brother of a past victim, to travel to the isolated, snowbound Alpine Lake Camp. Once there, a blizzard traps them, leaving only a handful of others, the camp supervisor Armando, his niece Mustang, and 2 camp employees, Kenneth and Barbara. The tension escalates as Gwen, Finney, and Ernesto begin piecing together what her dreams might mean. But little do they know, the Grabber is closer than they think, watching, waiting for revenge. On the second night, Finney hears a call on the dead payphone. It's the Grabber, but this time he speaks from beyond the grave, vowing revenge. He blames Finney for his own brother's death and for the life he lost. Moments later, Gwen is violently attacked in her dream, but thanks to Finney, Ernesto, and Mustang, she survives. The group realizes that to stop the Grabber, they must find the bodies of his victims from Alpine Lake Camp, all hidden beneath the frozen Lake Maru. The stakes rise when they discover that Armando, Hope, and the Grabber all share a dark history at the camp. The nightmares aren't random, they're connected. Gwen faces the Grabber again in her dreams. This time, he reveals a shocking secret. Hope didn't commit suicide. The Grabber killed her, staging it as self-inflicted. And when he tries to kill Gwen, her injuries manifest in real life, making the line between dream and reality terrifyingly thin. Through sheer willpower, Gwen gains control in her dream and fights back. Meanwhile, Armando desperately searches for the boys' bodies, trying to unravel decades-old horrors. The next morning, Finney's and Gwen's father, Terrence, arrives, confronting them about their coping with trauma through alcohol and drugs. It's a tense moment of truth, but they all know they must finish what was started. Joined by Kenneth and Barbara, the group ventures onto the frozen lake, praying and steeling themselves for what lies beneath. Gwen falls asleep again this time, fully immersed in the nightmare. The Grabber attacks, threatening not only Gwen, but everyone around her. During the chaos, Gwen discovers the bodies of the missing boys beneath the ice. As she recites 1 Corinthians 15:55, the Grabber's power begins to weaken. The confrontation escalates. Finney, Gwen, and the spirits of the murdered boys launch a final assault on the Grabber. In a brutal and terrifying moment, he is dragged beneath the frozen lake, defeated. As dawn breaks, the nightmare seems to end. But just when the group thinks it's over, Gwen hears a familiar call from the camp's telephone booth. It's Hope, speaking from heaven. She tells Gwen she's proud, and reminds her to tell Finney she loves him. And that's the chilling story of Black Phone 2. A tale of revenge, nightmares, and the horrifying power of a killer who refuses to stay dead. If you thought this was terrifying, wait until the next recap. I've got another horror film that will keep you awake at night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all my movie recaps.